Okay. Good morning, you amazing human guys. It is Wednesday. What a blessing it is to be alive. If you're here right now, if you're watching me right now, if you're just alive and breathing, no matter what it is you're going through, you are blessed, right? So in the middle of the week, right, we're absolutely killing it across the board in the markets. We are having an absolutely phenomenal time in the markets. If you're a part of our free area, then we are up around about 350 pips already for the week, right? We're hoping to close that up. We're hoping to hit that 500 pip ceiling or 500 pip limit. And if you're part of Premium Plus, then you should be up around about 1,800 pips right now, including the 56 pips we currently have running on AUD USD. So what an amazing week. We have not lost a single trade or a single position. We're absolutely slapping the markets like they owe us money. They do owe us money. We had a difficult first trading week in January, right, which is the first difficult week we've had in months. So we are claiming that back tenfold. So wherever in the world you're joining me right now, let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I can see Nelson in the house. I can see QC Shutter in the house. I keep forgetting who that is. I can see Claude Jonas in the house. I can see Petunia and Tumelo in the house. Welcome, you amazing human beings. It is pounds for breakfast. It is Wednesday. Let's get it. Right, so let's go have a look at what we need to know in the markets this morning. So again, once again, just a bunch of talk busy happening, but a very interesting article. If you go into Yahoo Finance, small cap stocks are raging on Wall Street, right? If you guys will remember, we've discussed this in quite a bit of detail. With the Federal Reserve, right, very, very highly likely, it's almost a certainty at this point, to go into rate cuts this year, and economists and investors alike are expecting that could happen anywhere as soon as March, April this year. That's a certainty, right? We need to understand that. When you read articles saying that investors are thinking that it may happen, it's going to happen. There's no doubt about that. I've explained to you that, safer government-backed securities and bonds become less attractive because they're not backed by those high interest rates. Investors start to look for slightly riskier options on Wall Street, commodities, gold, FX, etc. We're seeing a large increase and pouring of money into small cap stocks. So anybody who doesn't know what small cap stocks are, essentially we have blue chip, large cap, which is your bigger brands. These are, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, etc. You have small cap, which is emerging publicly listed companies, and there's a bunch of money being printed in there. Now, let me say, I've said this before, 2024 is going to be one of the biggest years in the market we've seen in a very, very long time. It's a privilege to be alive. It's a privilege to be able to trade these markets in this time, in this season, because again, after we see something like a recession, after we see, pandemic, etc., we go through this cycle. Right, there's nothing random about it. If you understand the Fibonacci cycle, if you understand impulses and corrections, this is both true for life as it is true for your relationships with financial markets, populations, governments, etc. This is just a curve. Now we're on the start of that next bull trend across the market. So again, I'm telling you now, we'll replay this episode somewhere in December where everybody's killing it. And you'll see exactly why I say what I've said. But trust me, if you're learning how to trade, if you're brand new to trading, this is the start of your journey. You could not have picked a better time in the last 5 years to get to know markets and get an opportunity to trade these markets, right? It's an absolute blessing, right? I spoke about it a little bit yesterday in our Premium Plus show. What a blessing it is to have a skill that if you have a problem, guys, not all problems are physical and spiritual. Some problems are just money problems, right? We had an issue in the family this week where we needed to raise money to sort out problems. And it's like, cool, all right, we need an extra 6 figures. Let me trade, let me get it, let me withdraw, and done. Problem solved. No one has to speak about it, nobody has to argue, right? That's the blessing of being able to trade. Okay, without rambling, let's get into it, right? So for today, we have a few items coming up. Definitely go and read out about the small cap investors while they're pouring into the stocks, and it'll pretty much mimic exactly what I've been speaking about over December. Really, really good for you to go in and jump out. For this afternoon, we have some dollar data, right? We're going to have some dollar data that's pouring in. That's going to be some retail sales and spending data for the US, right? We're going to be primarily focusing on retail sales. That's going to be coming out at 3:30 this afternoon. You're part of Premium Plus. We will be trading that live together, right? So if you're part of Premium Plus, that is the place to be. If you're not part of Premium Plus, I don't know what it is you're doing, right? Just go over to the DVDM Markets social community area, go grab your calendar or your classroom, any of those things, and just click on something that's grayed out, or just go Premium Plus. What is it? How do you get involved, etc.? You can click on there, go to Premium Plus, and you can literally subscribe for less than $1 a day. Just down below, my screen's not allowing me to show you guys this, but there we go, just over there, right? So you don't have that, go ahead and do it. There's a comparison, what you get, what you don't get, etc. Moving on, S&P 500 heat map for yesterday is a little bit sideways, right? We're seeing a lot of greens, a lot of blues. Notable mentions here: Nvidia up 3%. Let's have a look here. Walt Disney up 2.99%. God knows they need that. Those are the only two noteworthy mentions. There are going to be some big items taking some hits, and that's going to be mostly in the aviation side. PayPal down negative 4.18%. That's obviously quite painful. We'll see Boeing is down 7.89%. Now, there's a lot of controversy around some of these acquisitions around the airline industry that was in the news late yesterday. Not too much and worth talking about for today. So a little bit of a mixed bag across the board. However, there's some great opportunities. I really want to show you this. But before I do, go ahead and smash that like button, guys. Again, we utilize YouTube as a platform in order to be able to stream in super high quality, whether you're on a phone, laptop, whatever. But it does help the algorithm when you guys go ahead and like, comment, share, those types of things. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, it's completely free. You get notified when we're live, when it's a public event. Go ahead and make sure you've got that ticked, and obviously make sure notifications are turned on. Right, once I see everybody's in the house, I can see Frank has also joined us. Garwin is in the house. Good morning, you amazing human beings. So a few trades I want to talk about this morning. The team's obviously hard at work going through the data and making sure that everything is working. However, first, before I show you that, Premium Plus, if you're with us yesterday, we traded that Canadian data, right? We received the data the markets initially took as initially strong for the Canadian. However, I thought otherwise. We had a beautiful market formation there. So quick and foremost, whoever guesses that market formation, I'd love for you to tell me in the comments down below. Not if you're a Premium Plus client, you're with us yesterday, you're disqualified, you're not allowed to, right? But whoever can tell me what that market formation is there, you're pretty much going to be the star for the day right there. And we'll think about something clever to give you, or I might give you access to the strategy for Premium Plus a little bit early, even if you're not part of Premium Plus. So that market formation there, you guys know it's in the study. Garvin's given a little bit of a hint there. Starts with an F, and no, it's not a swear word. Take your minds out of the gutter. It is a type of formation, right? So I'd love to know from you guys really quickly. And if you guys are too slow, I'm just going to go ahead and mention it, and we're going to carry on there, right? So we discussed this yesterday in the live show that markets pushed down. I said I read through the data, and there was more evidence for me that this would actually be negative for the Canadian. We might see some buying activity, provided we don't get some freak strength or weakness from the dollar that would interfere. Nobody's answered yet, so I'll tell you what it is. It's obviously a flag formation, which is a reversal pattern, right? And then what happened yesterday after the fact is markets then reversed and then started that rally process, right? For about 40 odd pips. As we speak right now, it's still sitting quite nicely in profits, right? So above market levels. However, if you missed that and you're looking for opportunities, what can you do, right? Very simply put, we've got this beautiful rising market structure. Prices have broken out, are trying to get through that triple top, forming that triple top as we speak. And should we see USD CAD breakout, we are going to be looking at that $1 Canadian dollar 35 cents 0 pip flat mark as a potential breakout point or a point of resistance that might get through. Right, so if you got that one, great. You're following, great. You're part of Premium Plus. You don't have to worry. You're going to get trades all the way up until Friday. If you're part of the free group, we might hit the 500 pip target already today, meaning no more trades will be sent into the free group and only the trades thereafter into the Premium Plus group, including indices, right? Free does not get indices, just so we're on the same page. Okay. Moving on to gold. Gold, some really exciting opportunities here. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we are hard at work sorting this out to be able to potentially issue, right? So this is a 4-hour time frame. This is gold XAU USD, and I just want you to pay attention to that structure right there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that support level. On a 1-hour time frame, you can see we're utilizing Fibonacci from a pullback perspective. Yesterday evening, I messaged a couple of clients saying, hey, 22, 23 is that level for me that I'm looking at really starting to buy gold. In case, this is like at 1 or 2 a.m. this morning, in case it got to that level and took off. This morning I double checked, the 78.6 is sitting at 2023, so $2,023 to an ounce, and that 88.2 fib level is sitting at the 2020 mark. So I'd love to get a nice tight buy here. And the great thing there is, from a stop loss perspective, we might be speaking about, if we get a nice deep entry 2020, we may have a 50-60 pip potential stop loss, which sounds like a lot for gold, which it technically is. But if you consider that we could break through that resistance level, we got a 50-60 pip stop loss with a potential TP of around about 600 pips. So at least, a 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. It's a good trade all day. You can miss 3 of those trades, completely get it wrong, and on the trade you get it right, you're in deep profit. So a lot happening on gold. The only other one I want to talk about this morning really quickly with you guys is Bitcoin. We spoke about Bitcoin yesterday being under market structure. It's still under market structure. It's still trying to rise, right? If you missed yesterday, obviously we have this bigger plan at hand here, very similar formation. If you zoom out to what we're seeing in USD CAD, obviously just a much bigger formation here. A lot of positivity, a lot of hype around the crypto space right now, and very, very likely we're going to see a breakthrough above back into market structure. So I've got some very keen eyes on having a look at that $33,000 to a coin. Ultimately, I want to start getting in from 44,500. Once we just break that ceiling, that looks like a little bit of a range that has kept Bitcoin under wraps over the last couple of days. So those are the trades we're really looking at. There's a lot of other opportunities the team is obviously currently busy with across the board. We're looking at markets consistently. We're constantly making sure we've got every single trade opportunity out there under wraps, and we should hit the 500 pips this week for the free group. And then let's see, if we can have a 3, 4, 5,000 pip week on Premium Plus. If you're not yet a part of Premium Plus, right, Premium Plus is $1 a day. Prices are going up at the end of January, right? So if you're not yet a part of it, right, if you're part of Premium Plus, it'll stay locked down at $30 a month, which is insane. There's no value. I see competitors starting up. I see clients, students of ours, old students trying to do what we do. Guys, it is impossible. You can't get any type of value. The closest thing to what we do is $200-300 a month, right? Closest thing. That's just for the signal side. That's not shows, it's not academy, it's not mentorship, any of those other things. So if you're not yet a part of Premium Plus, do yourself a favor, get involved. If you know somebody who's in the markets, who's failed, who's struggled, guys, the proof is in the pudding, right? We're not hiding absolutely anything. Every single trade we've issued is right here behind me for this week, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades with 3 positions each, right? We've hit 12 TPs, we've hit 0 stop losses for the week. Now, yes, it's only Wednesday, things can change. We don't win all our trades, but let me tell you something. If you know somebody who's been in the markets, who's struggled to find accuracy, consistency, to learn, to understand what's going on, this is home right here. DVDM markets is where it's at. Otherwise, other than that, guys, listen, I appreciate you. I love you. I trust you guys. Have an absolute killer of a day. We're going to kill it with you in the markets as always. Again, if you're part of Premium Plus, I'm trying to plan and move things around to make sure we can get that mentorship session happening earlier than the 27th, right? So I'm really doing everything I can to make sure that becomes a reality for every single one of you. Outside of that, share the love, share the joy as always. Until I see you a little bit later, trade safe and be safe. Goodbye.